everyone, my name is Daniel. I'm just a casual racer, and today, if you're a historic racing fan who likes Assetto Corsa, you're in for a treat, because over at Historic Sim Studios, we've just released two cars, the two 1968 Toyota 415S variants, the Flatnose and the Sharpnose. Driving the Sharpnose because we're here at Pukekohe Park, which is a little bit of a tight, twisty track other than the long back stretch, and so I thought, I'll get the extra downforce with the Sharpnose and see how I can do as these cars are getting into each other. Can we get around them? I think we can. Got a little bit of work to do, though, with the slowdown there. Navigate this course here. Obviously, right, this is a pay mod, so there's definitely people are gonna want to know what's the quality like with the track. Is it worth $4? And it's as good as anything Sergio Loro produces. I mean, it's an excellent circuit. It's got two different layouts, a reverse and a regular layout, or I don't even know if there's a regular, but both directions, counterclockwise and clockwise. Slow this thing down for the sharp corner. This corner can catch you out if you are not prepared. Try to get a good exit out of it. So they're kind of slowed down. Yeah, so I think this mod, right, it's one we've been working on for a while. I really enjoy these JGT cars, and I thought this would be a great pairing because, this is in New Zealand, right? Not totally, I guess, unrealistic for the Japanese GT cars to go over to New Zealand, still in the Asia area, and either do some practicing or even a minor race event could have been held. And, it's not going to be so crazy as, oh, what if they all showed up at Le Mans, which never really happened. I mean, you can totally do that if you want to, and it's a lot of fun to do what ifs and alternate history, explore that with historic cars in Assetto Corsa. I think that's one of my favorite things to do in Assetto Corsa. But there's also a place, too, to be like, well, this seemed like it could have really actually happened. A little bit more of a groundedness to it, which I think is great. We're able to use the extra downforce there and make that corner. I don't think we'd have been quite able to hold that much speed if we were driving the flat nose version of this car. Been to 13th, so almost halfway through the field. Get on the brakes here and try to close up. Put on the dirt. Or down. Car revs quite high. You'll notice 8,000, 9,000 RPM, up to 10,000 RPM. It's really, may only produce 330 horsepower, but it definitely could rev really high, and that definitely helped the performance a bit. It was also actually really a bulletproof engine. It was really sturdy and performed really well, and they won 7 races over the course of 2 years. And you have to remember, this is the 60s. They didn't race 20 times a year. So they were, I believe, in that period of those 2 years, this was actually the winningest car. Now, it won due to reliability. If the Nissan held together, the Nissan would win. The Nissan, didn't show up, then this car was in it. But it was never a car that could dictate its own terms, but it was very good at picking up the pieces when things fell apart for other teams. Come around here, complete our second lap, and start to head onto our final lap here. Try to get a good run, maybe. Yeah, so we're going to keep working on, over at Historic Sim Studios, we're going to keep working on the JGT cars. They're definitely one of our priorities, is to finish up a lot of these in the next few months. Maybe we'll have them all done by the end of the year. That would be really good. Obviously, we bug spotting, things like that. I mean, even just now, I'm realizing the transmission's probably a bit too sensitive. So there'll definitely have to be an update to that at some time soon. But I'm using so many of the new advanced custom shaders features, custom shaders patch features with extended physics and stuff for tires, which have tire flex, and we have advanced code that the cars don't even, we're doing things with the physics that Assetto Corsa never even dreamed of. Kunis never dreamed of with the original Assetto Corsa, and so that's one of the things where it's like, every time I think I've got everything dialed in exactly how I want it, sometimes I realize, oh, nope, I need to tweak something else. But overall, I absolutely love the way this car drives. It's so fun. Yeah, there were some cars that got me into, kind of sim modding, what were gold standard cars. One of those is Aphid God's Lola Mark II, T70 Mark II. And that car is an incredible car. And I'm not going to say this drives like that, because obviously it's very different in some respects. But it is an open wheel, you know, open cockpit, kind of similar feel. And I think it does actually kind of capture the similar joy for me of driving and just wrestling a beast like this around, you know, fun tracks like this one. Glad I was able to show off for you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Check out the links in the description. More free content for you guys, more historic content for you guys. But most of all, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week.